All right, now we're just waiting for YouTube. And here it comes. All right, hello and welcome. I'm Stooge. Today we are continuing or returning to Rise of the Golden Idol, or more accurately, Golden Idol Investigations with the Curse of the Last Reaper. This is the last update to, or this is the last DLC as far as I'm aware, the last planned DLC for Rise of the Golden Idol. It just released yesterday. Literally, I thought that it released today. It released yesterday at 9:10, so I could have streamed it yesterday. I'm sorry. Give me a moment while I make sure my now live notification got out of my Discord, which you can join here, and then we will get started. How is everybody today? Today is gonna be the day that I'm gonna come back to. All right, excellent. Now, let us begin. Now, I don't remember what the audio is like on this. I'm going to turn this up. Publish bright. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, DLC. The Curse of the Last Reaper. Pirates? Ew, a day-old game? What are you, a retro streamer? Hey, Pokey, how are you doing? Pay heed to the Curse of the Last Reaper. A horrifying tale for the ages. Alright. Okay, this is just the opening cutscene again. Alright. Last orders. A deadly end and a murderous beginning. Isn't that just the whole story? I'm clicking. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's take a look at here. If found, please return to Wesley Beckett, barkeep at the Red Herring Inn in Port Armando. Substantial reward available. August 13th, 1797. Room 1, Eleanor, do not disturb. Room 2, Eleazar, requested healer Joliffe. Room 3, Marlowe, line. Wants to change room. I wonder why. What on earth were you doing traveling with something so dangerous? If I had known that what was in that crate, I'd have never let you keep it in your room. A washcloth? A corky screw. You're chilling. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that, but sure. I'm sorry, son. I'm so sorry. That is a very interesting scar. Oh, that's not a scar. That's his nose. That's a wooden nose. A key with a fish on it. And the pistol is empty. The barrel is still warm. Interesting. Red Herring Inn. Rooms available. Not right now, there ain't. Interesting. So is the body being dragged in? Or was it being dragged out? I assume he was dragging himself in. What is the meaning of this strange sketch? That the evil beast dropped as it fled into the waves. A bad omen, perhaps. If so, I fear the bosun's prognosis is grim. Beast and flee. Dried herbs and roots. A red tincture. And dear mother. Interesting, but looks more like it might be a map or something on the back. Alright, so he's in room 2. All right. That's Wesley Beckett. Let's double check what the bartender or what the notes say here. Okay. Requested healer Jalife. Okay, so he's Eleazar. And that's the healer Jalife. Okay, so we're gonna put that there. Okay, so this is Jalife something. And a blank who in turn. Well, I'm fairly sure that that's Bosun. Nope, Bosun is not a option. Okay. Oh, I can. Oh, intriguing. Okay, now we're in 1927. All right, let's see what we got. The battered cod receipt. Table 1. Ansel M. 1 Mariner's Lightning. Amount to pay. 3 whatever. Ashamed to see the goateed fool leave. I was enjoying watching him drool over his modern forgery. At least Mr. Wiles and Miss Swan are still here to amuse me with their naivety. So here we have a map. A ruby ring. Kitson squirrel. This species of squirrel was discovered by Kitson, who immediately noticed its penchant for conspiring with animals of other species and its distrust of fellow squirrels. Interesting. This Solum puffer, discovered in 1823, this pufferfish is known to emit toxins that raise blue patches on the skin when it's attacked. It can be identified by the double cross symbol on its back. Fort Local Library. Borrower Jules Sutcliffe, Roger McDonald, and Myrtle Song. I assume that this is Myrtle Song then. Cyanic Chameleon. This lizard's ultimate weapon is its camouflage, which triggers whenever the reptile is tampered with. And the tropical elephant. Only found in the Mesarade Islands, this elephant has an incredible memory and a fondness for shellfish. It is known to trample the surrounding fauna when panicked. Alright. Let me see. Let me take a look at those names again. If I can organize stuff. Jules Sutcliffe. Okay. Jules Sutcliffe, Roger McDonald, Myrtle Song. Oh. Ansel. Let's see. Mr. Wiles and Miss Swan. Okay. Leg Cutters, Gangsters, Steele, and Loretta. Gangsters used the historic lighthouse on Skull Island to crash ships so that they could then rob them. The leg cutters, so named because they chopped off their victims' legs and dried them so as to steal their boots intact. used the St. Osmond Lighthouse, built in 1813, to run aground 3 vessels yesterday. The ships were then plundered by the gang's sole female member, known only as Light Hands Loretta. Flying High, the 5th annual airplane stunt championships, took place yesterday. Keith Comlers and Lawrence Fryer and Percy Greggs came first, second, and third, respectively. Last year's winner, Eliza Swan, did not take part. No reason has been given. Why don't we get Eliza? I'm sure there will be more names. Why wasn't there Eliza? On this spot more than 100 years ago, Bosun Garner was mauled to death. Well, now we know his name. Oh, perfect. Okay, so we have Jasper. Sorry to burst your bubble, Jasper, but that's a fake. I've got the real one right here in my pocket. Wait, where is it gone? A knife. Stabbed. Okay. Swan. Eliza. Trust me, Eliza, yours isn't worth the paper it's drawn on. Yours isn't worth the paper it's drawn on anyway. My research proves that mine is the genuine artifact. Another map. Alright. So we have Jasper Wiles and Eliza Swan. A manhole key cover, a crowbar, the woman has 1,200 whatever inside her boot. Miss Bordy, as agreed, here is the 1,200 in advance. Once you're done, meet me back at the entry exit point in the courtyard in front of the museum. As per your instructions, once you have given me what I paid for, I will ride off into the night. Never will you hear from me again. Okay, Miss Bordy. Oh, the woman is not breathing. I need to go down further. Why did you... No, I thought I could change the sort. I forgot. Well, shite. Now I have to re-sort everything. All right. Wesley Beckett. That's good. Eleanor. Joe Leaf. Eliza Song. Roger McDowell. Oh, nope. Sorry. Swan. Jules. And Jasper. What was Jasper's name? Jasper Wiles. Let's go back inside. Look at the book. Look at the... Alright. Roger McDonald. Good. Myrtle Song. And Jules Sutcliffe. And then... Forty is the last name. Right, and then let's go back to the newspaper. Loretta is... Where's that? Oh, Light Hand Loretta. Light Hands Loretta. So I think that is in all probability that 40 is Loretta, but I don't know for sure. So I'm going to put that there. Ansel M. So Ansel is a first name, in which I have it there. Good. What are you barking at? What have you seen? Oh, heavens, have mercy. Edward, I'll raise my bid $1,200. This is my final offer. My noble son, I leave to you this necklace which belonged to my father, Abacus. 1752 to 1815. May you hand it down to your own children one day. Love, your father. Okay, let's go back to 1797. Okay, so I think this is Abacus. So it's possible that what I thought was a first name is actually that. Abacus Jalife. And keys. Yep. Okay. Captain Radigan Olita's pub crawl. Boat tour of Miserade Islands. Highlights include the Rusty Anchor, the Raised Tankard. Radigan. Oh, Ratigan. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here. A map. Cost me a pretty penny, this map, but it's gonna pay off big, real big. Well, I'm fairly certain that you are Mr. Olita. Your last name is probably Jalifa. And Edward Jalifa. So what we'll do is we'll replace we'll do that. I'm going to bet on that being Loretta Bordy. Battered horse saddlebag. Okay. Hey, boss, it's Mosh. Guess what? I've got a hold of the one and only remaining map of Captain Triton's final voyage. Positive it's the real deal. All right. And we know that that is probably Ansel Marlowe. So we don't know her. Oh, wait. No, it's the fact that I screwed that up. Okay, let's fix that. Put that there. I don't know where Marsh comes in from. Oh, wait, no. Marlowe. Where'd Marlowe come from? Anyone remember? Because I don't. Alright. So we've got that. What's over here? Oh, right. We looked at that. Cigarettes, lighter. And ES. And another map. So many different maps. A cigarette. That's the same cigarette here, I believe. Yeah. And does she have no cigarettes? But boy, did she get mangled and mauled. Museum. Old Woman. By unknown artist. Date 1790s. Donated by A. Jolife. Thought there was a map on or something on the back of it. This specimen was discovered on nearby beach after a tsunami in 1905, washed away one of the Meseret Islands. Flintlock pistol, 1790s, once owned by one of the pirates from Captain Triton's infamous crew, who went missing along with their ship, the Last Reaper, after looting a Lemurian vessel. Okay. Alright. Find the one true original. Okay. Well, this map and this map match. Let me see. And this map matches with that map, matches with this map, matches with that. Yeah, so these three maps are all matching. This map matches this map. And that map. What? Let's see. What? Can I rotate these? No, I can't. What proves each map is not the original from 1797? Oh. What proves each map is not the original from 1797? All right, let's see. Huh. Okay. So if we I wish I could rotate these. So this is this coastline here. So that's the coastline. That proves that it's not the original, because this is missing. Tortoise, shrimp. I'll have to look at them. I'll have to go back to that book. Why are there so many? We have lighthouses, which kind of proves that it's not the original. All right. See, this is the original here. I mean, I could just flip it over. That would be helpful. But it won't let me just flip it over, for whatever reason. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this is what she thinks is the original. Okay, the Solon pufferfish was discovered in 1823. That's the thing that I needed. So this map has the pufferfish. That makes it not the original. So this one's missing the island. This one's got a pufferfish on it. Let's go back to here. Let's go back in here, look at the newspaper article. 1927. Okay, gangsters used the horrific lighthouse on Skull Island to craft ships so that they could rob them. The leg cutters, so named because they chopped off their victims' legs. SS built in 1813. So the lighthouse on Skull Island built in 1813. What's his got on it? Oh, there's the doors are locked. No, that's no good. Okay. This is that map. It doesn't have Skull Island on it. And that was 1892. Well, that's when the building was established. Okay, the rusty anchor and the raised tankard. But I don't know when the... Cost me a premium. Yep. We already dealt with that. So his map. The rusty tanker. The raised anchor. What's the name of the bar here? Here. The Battered Cod. So that's not going to be the original. Because it's got the Battered Cod on it rather than the red herring. Everything is correct. All right, so now we have in 1797 a blank all right, well, shot. Oh. A beast mauled, who in turn shot the beast. Afterwards, found a, and this is abacus, a map. In 1927, in 1946, Albert Einstein used his chronosphere device to go back in time and forever alter history. I don't think that's what happened, folks. Oh, come on. All right, let's see. So in 1927, where's his name? Marsh. Ansel Marsh hired Loretta Bordy to steal the map from Edward Jollife's museum. However, tried to our Loretta Bordy tried to flee with the map. So Ansel Marsh battered Loretta Bordy with a sewer I guess incorrect. What? All right, I know all of this is correct. This I could be wrong about. Let's jump to 1927. Yeah, see, didn't get battered. A manhole key. A crowbar. Manhole cover. Or manhole cover key. See, and that's what I wanted to put, but that's not it. So let's see if there's anything else. No. Oh. That's a lot of blood. So in that case, maybe the actual answer is our... Yeah, it cost me a pretty penny. So let's go over here and let's say that Mr. Radigan Olita is still incorrect. So that is who that is, right? Let's see. Yeah, Captain Radigan will lead us pub crawl. Put up. That's who that is. We look at the names. Let's see, if we look at this. Edward, I'll raise my bid to 1,200. This is my final offer. That's his son, or that's from his dad. She got mauled. But by what, I know not. And that's a lot of blood. If we're looking at this, and if I go here, what's her letter say? Okay. Manhole. And there's the open manhole, so yeah. Got in here. Through this. Got the picture. Then went this way. Then there she is. But there's no blood leading to this point. We know that's Loretta. And we know it was Edward Jalifa's museum. What are our options? I mean, I guess you could say she was mauled. But that's not generally how it goes. Definitely feel like it's battered, right? Ah, the times when games had fun custom installers. What are you talking about right now, Pokey? Alright, let's see. Like, I could have sworn it was Ansel Marsh. I agree. And that's what I originally put. But see, it's incorrect. Talking about Red Alert 2. Because, you know, battered would definitely be. However, Loretta Bordy tried to. Oh, I put the battered in the wrong place. Okay. And that doesn't make sense because if you look, there's the leg cutter tattoo on Loretta, and then if we look at Mr. Ansel Marsh, there's the leg cutter tattoo there. And if we go back into the pub and we look at the news article, the ships were then plundered by the gang's sole female member, known only as Light Hands Loretta. Actually, wait, who's got the... He's got the real map. He didn't batter her with a crowbar, though. That's the thing that I don't get. There we go. That makes more sense. You have solved the scenario. Lorda was supposed to exit the sewers via the manhole cover outside the front of the museum. Instead, she left through the one behind the museum in an attempt to escape with the map, but Jasper spotted her, chased her on horseback, and trampled her to death. Afterward, he washed the blood from his horse's legs in a trough in the alley. Jasper, Eliza, allow me to introduce you to the rest of the team. You already know Miss Song, our scientific advisor. What branch of science do you specialize in? Animal physiology. Tally-ho! That's Ivan Kearns, our driver and explorer extraordinaire. I'm sure you've heard of him. And last by not least, our trusty captain. Ready to set sail, sir. Or something like that. Esteemed gentlemen, on the 27th of February, a Lemurian vessel was unlawfully attacked and her cargo pillaged. This incident has enraged the Lemurians, even more than such acts typically warrant. Accordingly, I hereby issue the following strict orders. All vessels entering our harbors or encountered upon the high seas by our naval forces shall be thoroughly searched for Lemurian relics. Any such articles discovered are to be seized forthwith. Any persons found in possession of said articles are to be apprehended and, following a proper and lawful tribunal, hanged for piracy as befits the crime. This order shall remain in place for 20 years. Sincerely yours, Nicholas Maker, President of the Noble Seven Seas Company, Lanka Lemurian region. Now, who remembers who Nicholas Maker was? Broadside betrayal. Mutiny aboard the Last Reaper. Alright. Then to prepare to lose your life, just as you and your followers lost the vote. A cutlass. An axe. To all hands aboard the Last Reaper, with the untimely passing of Captain Triton, the fate of this ship now lies in the hands of her crew. As per the pirate code, the new leadership shall be decided by vote. The following terms are hereby set forth. The vote shall take place on deck at high noon. Each crew member shall cast one vote, with the exceptions of the Powder Monkey, whose rank doth grant him such privilege, and the candidates themselves. The tally shall follow below once the votes are counted. Alistair Sims and William Nunda. A bullet is lodged in the mast. Well, Swift still using a cutlass made of cheap low-grade metal. Replaced soon. Lane. And Nunda, Lane Nunda and Valero's cutlass is blunt, sharp and soon. The man is bleeding out. Is a dagger. And another cutlass. The boy is comatose. Sorry, lad, there's only room for me and my boy. It's every man for himself now. A harpoon, a cutlass, and a map. Okay, so this is before the events in 17... Okay, yeah. Have you lost your wits? We're on the same bloody side. Pull me over. Pull me aboard. Old escaped hit. A cutlass. I ain't cut out for this. I chop meat, not men. I don't want to die down here all alone, Ma. Please watch over me. A cleaver. A pile of cannonballs. A kukri. A dagger. You may outnumber us, but we're twice the sailors you'll ever be. Surrender now, and I might let you keep breathing. A ladder. You ain't going nowhere unless you go through me first. Quick now, we're wanted in the captain's quarters. Flintlock pistol. To do. C2, Garner's nose, Horn's leg. Take this, you filthy rat. Pot kettle. You're no captain. You couldn't find gold in the gunner's gob. Okay, so the gunner, which I assume is him. Oh, he's got something. I haven't looked at his pistol. There. Oi, men! Get your backsides here now! We've a mutiny on our hands. Okay, so... words. We have no names. Roles. Okay. Interesting. We don't have... Alright. I think that's everything here. Right? Yeah. Alright, let's jump to 1927. C. This ship is falling apart. Let's leave. Tell the old geezer to forget whatever junk he saw that drew him down there. Expedition contract. The spoils of this expedition shall be split among the 6 party members as follows. Anton Spilsbury, sponsor, 35%. Jasper Wiles, 15%. Eliza Swan, 15%. Ivan Kearns, 15%. Radigan Olida, 10%. Myrtle Song, 10%. An engraved cigar case. Well, that would be Antoine Spilsbury. And the ruby ring of the party. Toppled mast. Yeah, well, it's been a few years. Grading. Party. What's going on down there, Ivan? That's just back to this. Gem. A shiny gem. A net. There's gold. So that must be the gunner. So you might notice this here is smoking. That means he dropped his freaking... what do you... Oh, wait. Is that fresh blood? Is that the captain's then? Are you alright down there? Heard. Or something like that. Look here, I found the ship's log, and it contains the name of that bosun we saw mentioned at the Battered Cod. There we go. Captain, quartermaster, first mate, Nunda, second mate, navigator, bosun. Okay. Very interesting, Jasper. Good work. All right, skeletons. Okay, so rolls. Well, technically speaking, he was the captain. Captain, where's the captain? Oh. Okay. Interesting. Captain's not there. And non-technically speaking? Yeah, so non-technically speaking, let's take a look at the names. Walter Keane. Interesting callback. Okay. Stephen Garner was the powder monkey. We'll have to go back to 1797 and go back here, and we can see Alastair Sims. Okay, Alastair Sims was the first mate. Let's jump back to 1927 now, or 1797. Okay, you can find gold in the gunner's gob. That makes him the gunner, him the cook, he was the bosun. Let's see, master at arms would be out on the deck. That'd be him, I think. No, him. Yeah, he would be the master at arms. So, master at arms. Who was the ship's carpenter? He would have been the ship's carpenter. She's... Oh, we have a female, so let's jump back to 1927. Maria Swift would have been a sail maker. I would assume the ship's boy. What was let's see, where is it? There we go. Nunda was second mate. William Nunda was the second mate. Gotta figure out who that is. We know these three. These are done. Oh, we know his name from the ship's carpenter's thing. Hornsleg. So go back to 1927, go look at the book, find Horn. Helmsman. So Horn was the helmsman. I think that's right. Rigger, judging by his position. The powder monkey. So we have a navigator. Let's see. I wish we could see how sharp or dull their cutlasses were. Blunt sharpened soon. Swift. Cutlass made of poor quality, cheap, low-grade metal. Replaced soon. Okay, so hers. Let's see. We got that. We go here. He doesn't have a cutlass. Okay, so I think that's Swift. So go back here. 27. Look at Swift. Oh, that's Maria. Maria Swift was the sailmaker. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Okay, so what am I missing then? Yeah. So yeah, powder monkey would have been the bosun's son. Yeah, this is very similar to that. All right, back to 1797. All right, you ain't go nowhere unless you go through me first. Quick, we're wanted in the captain's quarters. So you're one of the people that voted for him, but that doesn't really help me. Yeah. We already figured that out. And so he is probably the second mate then. Let's see, that leaves navigator. He's on the netting, so isn't he a topman? He's a rigger. That's what the rigger does. All right. And then skeletons. Okay, gotta see who... Oh gosh. Alright, now we jump to 1927. Okay, so... we need the rules. That. And we're gonna have some words too. There's so much. Oh wow. Alright, well, weapon. We have a cleaver. We have a pistol. We have a dagger. Axe. Harpoon. Right. See, we gotta look at the other ones now. I can't. Like, I think he was shot, if that's who I think it was. We jump back to 1927. Yeah, so he was shot. Pistol. That'd be that guy. That looks like an axe. I'm not gonna lie. Where is he at? Yeah, axe. That looks like a dagger. And then which... Let's see, where is he at? Oh, here. I don't know what killed him. Let's see if I can figure out who it is. I assume it's probably him. We know he made it away. He didn't. Yeah, that's... Oh, I gotta look at... I can look at him in the hold. Alright. Yeah, that's the cleaver. Someone lost an arm. Okay, yeah, dagger. I can't get... I don't know who this is. Because we have the axe here. The guy on the deck doesn't have an arm. Okay, so that'd be the cook. I still don't know what killed him. Alright. Well, I've got... Okay, so figure out who killed the captain. Alright, I would say that he's probably the victim of the cell maker. But I still need to figure out these two. I guess Cutlass. And we jump to the present. And a Cutlass. Actually, if we jump back... Well, I say the present, 1927. Alright, so... And another Cutlass. Oh, you... he might have actually died because of the kukri. But either way, rolls. Alright, so killer was the cell maker, victim was the first mate. Gunner, cook, gunner, cook. This one was the master at arms and the rigger. Let's see, helmsman and second mate. No, that's the second mate there. What is it? No, that's not the second mate. Who is that? Oh, wait. That could be the rigger. Oh, no, that's the, okay. So then go back to here. So that there would be... So wait, if he died here from the dagger wound... Interesting. Oh. Oh, good stretch. Okay, let's get rid of that and bring this up instead. Okay, so that's the helmsman. And I guess I should focus on who's who. Let's see, let's go in here. We have a pistol there. I don't see a pistol here though. But just judging by the position, I would say that that's probably Swift. Oh wait, clothing. I'm gonna say that's probably the cell maker. And that could still be the helmsman. Killer was the bosun. The victim was the navigator. He was stabbed with a dagger. So I think, nope. So then that would probably mean that the cell maker killed him. And then who is this person? Okay. All right, I gotta do a quick BRB. Give me a few minutes. I appreciate everybody's patience. Alright, I am back and I appreciate everybody's patience. Now, let us continue. Okay. Can we figure out who that is? Oh, earring. That makes that the rigger. I think. No, that's not the rigger. That's the carpenter. Okay, carpenter. I'm gonna assume rigger. And that would make this the rigger. And let's see. We go back to 1797. Does he have a? He does not have a cutlass, so he's not the one that killed him. She may have killed him. So then let's go here and say that it was the cellmaker. 2 or fewer wrong. Okay. So there was one that I thought could be kukri, so let's do that. Okay. Oh. Yeah, the cook wasn't the killer there. It was the gunner. There we go. All right. Now let's see if we can solve some of the other stuff, huh? No, that didn't do it. I've got that right there that's causing me some grief. Give me a moment. Better. Okay. So now let's take a look at what they want for us. Okay. In 1797, the was elected the ship's new captain, voted in by the bosun, the navigator, the helmsman, the rigger, and the cook. The second mate lost the vote with votes from the carpenter, the sailmaker, the gunner, and the man-at-arms. That night, the second mate and his supporters attacked the first mate's faction. While the fight raged, the bosun and the powder monkey escaped with the map. In 1927, Radigan went below deck, having having heard spotted a gem through a grating. But someone All right, let's jump to 1927 and take a look at stuff. Okay. But someone toppled a ladder. Is ladder is a word, right? Yeah. Which fell. Nope. Which hit a okay. So before being pulled into the sea. Check the hold in the past. Okay. What am I looking for, Pokey? Like, we have a pile of cannonballs. But I don't think there's anything there for me. Yeah. Yeah. We have a net. We have the gem. Went below deck, having spotted a gem through a grating. But someone toppled. Which pulled a net. Net. Which toppled a ladder. So fell and hit a cannonball. Yeah, that's the question. What pulled him into the ocean? You have solved the scenario. Several hours after losing the vote, William Nunda's supporters launched a coordinated attack on Alistair Sim's faction on the deck. Nunda and the Master-at-Arms ambushed the helmsman, thinking they had him outnumbered. However, they didn't realize the rigger above them was above them and making it a fair fight, which they lost. Eventually, everyone killed one another apart from the bosun and his son, who escaped with the map. More than a century later, the expedition team found the shipwreck. Radigan Olida was lured into a trap and dragged into the sea. My dearest Walter King, it is with the deepest gratitude that I put pen to paper, for it was by your noble hand that I was delivered from certain doom during the reign of the Order Party. The time has come to repay my debt in kind, as is the custom of Lemuria, a life for life. I understand that unfortunate events have rendered you a shadow of the man you once were, and were bowed and wearied by the weight of a cruel fate. Yet take heart, for there exists a remedy. On the 27th day of February, a Lemurian sentinel vessel shall depart from the azure heaven and make its course to the volcanic isle of Craven Rock. Aboard shall be borne a number of sacred relics destined for the annual rite of restraint. Among these artifacts is one of singular power, known as the Wish Bloom. You shall know it by its unmistakable fragrance, both sweet and strong. Should you come into possession of this gift, you will become a new man upon my solemn oath as the son of Lemuria. I affirm that all I have written is true. With unwavering loyalty, Ergen Patu. Jasper Eliza, allow me to introduce you to the rest of the team. Oh. Yep. Okay. Oh, this is what I wanted. I'm blind sometimes. Sickness and health. The law of the jungle takes its toll. The man is not breathing. The man is not breathing. The man is not breathing. Oh, mighty Dagon, I saw the dreaded spitflies again. Avert marks of death, disease from my body. Take others, the witch claims she has preventative cure for the fever in her kit. If this is true, give poor Tom a sign. Anything else in here? Nope. A non-breathing pile of secrets. Watch duty. Jake's Triton. Cyril Amiot. Tom Adkin. Stephen Garner. Ada Baker. Exempt due to illness. Captain's Journal, March 6th, continuing our journey to destination. March 7th, did what was supposed to be done. Bastard got what he wanted and what he deserved. What a jest. March 8th, heading back, Ada reports a slight fever. March 9th, Ada has red marks. Twerp slept on duty. Couldn't keep his eyes open 4 measly hours. Penalty of death by withholding something. I am truly a genius. That's the captain. We'll look at these two momentarily. This is obviously Ada. This is probably Garner. March 7th. It is a sorrowful thing what befell Walter Keene. I liked him. He never hit me, not even once. March 8th. Ah, drowsiness doth overtake me, and the witch proclaims herself stricken with illness. Okay, so... Oh, right, Ada. Oh my gosh. Ada Baker. She was the party member that was spying on... What's his face? I swear, I didn't know. You won't shoot a sick woman, will you? Oh, Ada. So my punishment is the only reason why I'm alive? Tense. All right, let's see. Let's go in here. We know this is his tent from the writing here. Nope, that's not right. Yeah, that's him. That's Ada. I'm fairly sure that's Ada. Fairly sure that's him. That's the captain, which would be this fellow. Here. By process of elimination, that'd be that. Oh, but we don't have access to... Okay, hold on. Oh, here. Okay, so... Deaths. These factors. Show the pirate crew's death were caused by. Okay. I'll need more information. And I don't have that here. So we're going to jump to 1927. Black Raven Whiskey. Oh, look. Spirit Journey with Don Hernan. Yellow Amanita. Low levels of Nurazinth. Calming effect is subtle for loving kindness meditation. Not to be confused with Wizard's Hat. Murky Cone Cup. Medium levels of Zarazinth. Gently discover your connection with the loving cosmos. Magic Mushroom. Wizard's Hat. High levels of Nurazinth. Beware, you can meet your shadow for experienced practitioners only. Expedition contract. You gotta love this guy, right? The spoils of this expedition shall be split among the 6 party members as follows. Radagan Olita is dead, so he naturally gets his split. The man is not breathing. Alright. Come quick, Myrtle. Maybe we can save him. Let's see. First aid. Hallucinogen overdose. Suffocation. Damaged intestines. Presence of nerve agent or head trauma. Manifest as dilated pupils, mixed up or heightened sensory inputs. Can be caused by low body temperature or oxygen deficit in blood. Normal skin tone. Can be caused by high body temperature or oxygen diffuse over saturation in blood. Well, he's certainly red, isn't he? Low oxygen in blood typically caused by blocked airways, lung malfunction, heart malfunction, miscellaneous. Abnormal body temperature typically caused by external environment. Some chemicals can also induce it. Blood agents. Varaxin, pink paste. Used in industrial processing. If ingested, blocks the organ's ability to retrieve oxygen from blood, causing suffocation, fatal. Adrenochrome. Brown liquid heart stimulant. If overdose, stops heart, fatal. Morticium. Dark blue liquid. Antiparasitic drug. If overdosed, causes extreme airway inflammation leading to blockage, fatal. Brigex, white pills, a sleep drug. If overdosed, cools body, damages livers, fatal. Boratil, purple liquid hallucinogen. If overdosed, overheats body, damages digestive system, fatal. Vaunt, white powder, pesticide. If overdosed, overheats body, causes brain death, fatal. Promedial salt, white liquid, anesthetic. If overdose, paralyzes lungs, fatal. Nurazinth, yellow powder, hallucinogen. If overdose, leads to extreme nausea, non-fatal. Okay. tropical. Melodipteria, spread by swamp mosquitoes. Symptoms: vomiting, high temperature, fever. Scarlet fever, spread by tropical spitfly. Symptoms: red pockmarks, very high temperature, yellow eyes. So he got scarlet fever, amongst other things. I'm gonna be referencing that so much. Go home. Body killed. The man is not. Wait. Okay. Well, we know who that is. That's Marsh. I can't remember his first name though. Atticus Marsh? I don't remember. Okay, so we have her bag. This is her bag. Let's see. Oh, ruby ring. Myrtle. Or is this Myrtle? No, mustache wax. Typing, shaving. Not him. Maybe him? We'll come back to them. Oh, mustache wax. That's him. Makeup. That'd be her, I think. Yellow powder. Map. So I think that's him. Interesting. Alright, so this conversation. Yes, it seems someone is living here, but don't you see, Eliza? They are not attacking us. They are trying to scare us away. That means they are themselves afraid, so we needn't be. We should push on. Still, Jasper, Mr. Monocle is afraid. And if he wants to return home, we can't refuse because he owns the ship. Surely you can see that as well as everyone else. Mr. Monocle? Okay, wait a minute. So you go back to here. Or is it here? No. No. Alright. Tense. So, actually, try and make sense. Because everybody's got first aid stuff here. Here, 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 here. Fairly sure this is him. I think that's her. I think she was wearing glasses in the past. Let's take a look at his body again, see what else he has. Okay, he's got cigarettes on him. I wish I could see more. Oh, cigar. He's got cigars. He's got the map. Okay, so those two are right. Okay. Incorrect. Okay. I had those backwards. Okay. Oops. Experienced practitioners, yeah. All right. These factors. Okay. Cool body. And let me see. Nerve agent present. Hallucinogen overdose. Nerve. Let me see. Let's go back to the 27. I wish we could see his, so we have the fish. Like, she got scarlet fever. All right, we gotta jump back to the 27. Look at her book. Which one of these? Which? Dilated pupils? No. Overheats. Overheats. Which one of these is it? Dang it. I thought there was one that said that it increases or it messes with the way that you perceive stuff. No. No. Blocked. Yep. Typical caused by external environment. Ah, here we go. A nerve agent. Okay. Nerve agent presence. So the cool body. What causes a cool body? Low oxygen. Yeah. Hallucinogen, no. Paralyzes lungs, so it could be primordial salt, white powder. Overheats. So primordial salt. Morticium. Paraxin. That's not that. Primordial salt. So primordial salt is a nerve agent. I'm gonna say primordial salt. All right. Overheated body. What's the blue tongue? Suffocation. Right. Yeah. And then let's see. Plus the yellow eyes. We've got the yellow eyes, right? So we got that to work off of too. Damages liver, fatal. Yeah. High body temperature. Suffocation. It's not a nerve agent. Symptoms: vomiting, high temperature, fever. Well, it could be that. Overheats the body, causes brain death. Again, blood agents. Blocks organ stability, causing suffocation. So it could be Firax. What is it? It could be Firaxin. Let's try that. All right. Vomiting, high temperature, fever. Yeah, it's not this. It's It's not Maldateria. Because he didn't vomit. It doesn't look like it's a nerve agent. Which one causes yellow eyes, though? Yellowing eyes. It could be scarlet fever. Nope. So it's one of these two that's wrong, that they're not looking for. Or that they're looking, yeah. So we've got we know that this isn't lethal. Maybe his eyes aren't yellowed, but he's definitely suffocated. His skin does look like an abnormal skin tone, like if you compare. So his body's overheating, but it also looks like he's suffocated based on, you know, this. And we know there was a nerve agent presence here. Let's go back to the nerve agents. See, these both overheat the body, but they were cool, but their bodies were cool. And there's definitely a sign of nerve agent being present, so that implies that it's primordial salt. We go back to here. Like, why does his hand look so tiny? See, covering their eyes. Oh my. Yeah. Let me see. This will tell me. Okay. So that is definitely correct. So there are two that are wrong. Wouldn't it be funny if... Yeah. So there are two that are wrong. Oh, or oxygen deficit. So they could have lack of oxygen in blood. Caused by low body temperature or oxygen deficit. And we know that this is correct. So something here is not right. So maybe it's the assumption that I made about the way that the tongue is. Because that could be damaged intestines too. So if it's damaged intestines, it wouldn't be suffocation. No, no change. So these are definitely the ones that are wrong, right? If I do like that and this. So we've got damaged intestines and either too much oxygen in the blood or an overheated body, but that's not it. Overheated body. Again. But that doesn't fit with Firaxin. Or, yeah, doesn't fit with Firaxin, which we know is correct. And it's also possible that one of these is wrong. Full body. Nope. So, lack of oxygen in blood. Barely cough. And yeah. So, and we know that that's nerve agent. So, and we know this is correct. Right? Paralyzes lung and fatal. So that's got to be correct. That's possible. Too much oxygen and okay. Good job, Pokey. All right, events. Okay. Ada Gardner, or Ada Baker, contracted scarlet fever. To prevent themselves from getting ill, consumed something that she provided. I'll have to look at that, but it would have been, oh, where are they at? No, not Jasper Wiles. Nope, Stefan didn't have any. Jake's did. All right, let's go back to 1920 or 1797. Okay, go to the captain's log. And here we go. Cyril and Tom. Okay. Where's Cyril? And Tom. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these over here. I need a... Oh. Stefan Garmer was refused because having slept on watch. However, oh, okay. Oh. In 1927. But to ensure the expedition continued, all right, let's jump back to 27 and figure out. Okay. Yes, it seems someone is living here, but don't you? Okay, still just. Okay, he's Mr. Monocle. So Jasper, why the expedition continued after the body of Spilsbury was discovered. To ensure the expedition continued. Oh no. I have to figure out whose body that was. Okay, let's... That must be Radigan. The... Expedition terminated. No, not discovered. Terminated. Oh. Where's it at? There we go. All right. Okay. All right. Ada Baker contracted scarlet fever. Yes. Jacques consumed the. Yeah. The remaining crew member, Stefan Garner, was refused the promedial salt, having slept on watch duty. However, the promedial salt was poisonous, so all died. Okay. Let's see. Maybe still save him. That means that we needed. We should push on. Oh, yep. Take it easy, Pokey. Good luck with your raid. Sorry. I'm trying to figure. So, was this the captain? I mean, I suppose it must be the captain, since the captain's the only one that's missing. I have to find the right, where's the cigars? There we go. Oh, is it on his body actually? Oh, here it is. Yeah. Anton. Yep. That has to be Lolita. Because this is Anton and so what am I not getting here? Like, one is wrong. Which one is wrong? Ada Baker contracted scarlet fever. Right? Because if we look at this, scarlet fever, symptoms, red pox marks, very high temperature, yellow eyes. Oh, let's take a look at, well, no, she's got the red pox marks and vomiting, high temperature, fever. So she's got to have, let's take a look at her eyes. Jump back here. Her eyes are not yellow, but she's got the pock marks. I am so confused. So let's just try this. Okay, so that didn't change anything. So it's something else that's wrong. Maybe she tried to give him something else and it wasn't the, that's him. Let's see, nope. Oh, right, hers is the one that's down here. The man is not breathing. Yeah. Let's see. Ada, heading back, Ada reports slight fever. Ada has red marks. Okay. And so my punishment is, your punishment is the only reason you're alive. I mean, poisonous seems to be the right word, but if that's not what they want, let's see. Nerve agent. Anesthetic. Like, we know that this is what they had. Let's see. Anti-parasite drug. Maybe. Okay. But if we look at this, it's just. And their death was definitely that. So. Maybe what it is is she thought that she was giving them this. Nope, that's definitely not it. So it's definitely that. Yeah, it was definitely poisonous. Just in case the order was different. He fell asleep on watch. Jasper Wiles killed, yeah, with Phyraxin, that's correct. Right. What am I missing? Does anyone have any ideas what the heck I'm missing here? Like, what am I missing? Terminated. Maybe. You know what? That's entirely possible. What if it's this? Nope. It is definitely not that. So it is definitely that. Like, I don't know who else that body could be of. Like, I'm fairly sure that's the captain, but maybe I'm wrong. Like, the remaining crew member was refused. Yeah. Like, like, so I'm fairly sure that, yeah, there's his monocle there. That's what that is. That's his monocle. That's definitely right. What is the simple thing that I am missing? There is just one thing I'm missing. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I'm fairly sure. So there's one thing wrong. From what I can gather, there's just one thing wrong, and I don't know what it is. Because he fell asleep on watch. He wanted to stop the turn. He wanted to stop the expedition. I always do that. I don't have any extra information. Like we have this, which this is the wizard's hat. Yeah. I don't. What am I missing? Does anybody have any ideas? Maybe I'm missing. Let's see. If I go here, if I go to here, Braxton is a pink paste. Yeah, if we look at the deaths, too much blood and too much oxygen and suffocation. So maybe it's the wrong. Let's see. Okay. But I don't think it's Myrtle. Like, I don't think she actually contracted. It's very possible she didn't contract anything. Because if we look, you see the dots are running as she cries. So it's possible she didn't contract anything. and that was... Because I tried this earlier, right? Oh, wait. Yeah, see that. So let's see. Okay. So what am I missing? Oh. What? That doesn't mesh at all. I am so confused. What? So in 1797, Ada Baker contracted nothing. To prevent themselves from getting ill, Jakes Triton, Tom Adkin, and Cyril Amlot, or Amiot, I'm not exactly sure, consumed the primordial salt she provided. The remaining crew member, Stephen Garner, was refused the primordial salt, having slept on watch duty. However, the primordial salt was poisonous, so the other three died. In 1927, Anton Spilsbury wanted the expedition terminated after the body of Radigan Olida was discovered. To ensure that the expedition continued, Ivan Kearns killed Spilsbury with the Firaxon. Yeah, so the scenario. Ada Baker painted red spots on her face to convince the crew she had scarlet fever. As the ship's surgeon, she prescribed them all a prophylactic antidote, which was actually poison. Only Stefan survived as Captain Triton denied him the dose. When Anton Spilsbury saw Radigan Alida's bloated body strung up like a scarecrow, he panicked and wanted to end the expedition. As the financier and shipowner, his decision would have been final. To prevent this from happening, Ivan Kearns laced Anton's whiskey with a deadly pink paste, which he had kept in his tent disguised as mustache wax. Oh, that's what I missed. Okay. Dear Quick Eye Steward, it has come to our attention that a new obsession has gripped Port Armando. The hunt for the legendary Captain Triton's treasure. We require you to proceed there immediately and investigate the matter thoroughly. Our sources suggest that the treasure may contain the fabled Lemurian artifact known as the Wish Bloom. According to legend, the Wish Bloom possesses the ability to grant wishes, though it does so in a perverse and twisted manner. Securing this artifact is of the utmost importance to our organization. However, if you are to exercise the highest degree of caution in its presence. We have enclosed a Lemurian text detailing the known properties and behaviors of the Wish Bloom. Study it carefully. Finally, you will need to contact our initiate whose details are provided over leaf. He will obey your orders and help you in this mission. Yours in the mask, Quick Eye Master. Wishbloom, old bones and old sins. All right, let's take a look. Sir Walter Keene, Esquire. The Wishbloom. I wonder what that is. Captain, as this shall be our final meeting, I must say that you are sorely surely deficient in both elegance and intellect, and bore more resemblance to a brute than to a man. Can't bear to sniff part with the treasure, eh? Then you can stay with it forever. Achoo! Captain's Journal, February 27th. Our raid went off without a hitch. The Lemurians were no match for our steel. The treasure is ours. When I cracked open the chest, a potent sweet scent poured out and filled the room. Pleasant though it was, it set off me a fit of sneezing. February 28th. Word of our attack has circulated. I have learned that the Seven Seas Company has ordered its naval forces to search all ships entering the company's harbors and to seize any Lemurian artifacts found on board. I know a place where we can hide the chest till this blows over. We'll set sail tomorrow. Please, Triton, if he must be sentenced to death, can't we at least allow him a quick and painless end? Don't leave him in that hellhole. Don't fret, Ada. If he told the truth about those man-eating white alligators attacking him, his death will be quick. Otherwise, the Burke will get what he deserves. You think the alligators may have been a lie, Cyril? Then maybe Jimpo is alive. Shouldn't we check? What do you think, Tom? You're very welcome to climb down into the grotto and find him, Stefan. I'm sure as hell not risking it for that bastard. He drew his lot and sealed his fate. All right. The man is not breathing. A key. X. Why are there X's? Again, broken glass. All right. Let's jump to 1927. Ada Baker, 1768 to 1805. She lived a dangerous life, but always landed on her feet. Interesting. Restrained, wrapped. Hydrogen air balloon envelope, pump. Use left-right engine outputs to steer. Hydrogen provides lift and is less dense than air. Use air balloon to regulate altitude. Maximum carrying feet 300 queefs. 1.5 queefs equals 1 kilogram. Okay. All right. What's your greatest strength in the ring? Strength and power. Which weight class are you in? Heavyweight, greater than 90 kilograms. How much do you generally win in fights? How do you generally win fights? Tire out my opponent and then strike. Total your score, 8 to 9, the ogre. Gentlemen, are you tired of being a disgusting slob? Do you have a mountain of weight that you just can't shift? Your prayers have been answered. Take one pill with each melon. Watch your figure transform. Dr. Darren's Miracle Fat Burning Pills. Not for men under 70 kilograms. Common side effects in lighter individuals include excessive hair loss and breaking out in purple spots. Man is not breathing. Eliza Myrtle, can you hear me down there? We've made it down. This place is teeming with that awful weed Myrtle showed us. Thank God she brought protective gear. Thorough grass weed. Machete. Oh, there's more. Oh, the gas mask. Alright. Rigged. Interesting. This inert vine is known for its foul and overbearing aroma, often likened to that of rotting eggs. It can be used to mask scent of food, deterring wild predator and scavenging animals from detecting or approaching it. Looking for water in all the wrong places. Sorrel grass, which has been, the entry's been mucked with in some fashion. This weed continuously releases fine hook-shaped spores that can lodge themselves deep within the lungs, causing tissue scarring and damage. I mean, tissue scarring and damage is, yeah. Radio beacon. Okay. And then we go down here. Treasure of Captain Triton. Oh. Okay. This weed grows thick and tall in dark caverns and hates sunlight. It is entirely harmless, but does get inert slime all over everything it touches. I know it's down here somewhere, but where to even begin looking? We're surrounded by a thick wall of sorrel grass, any part of which could be covering it. It would take a lifetime to hack through all this. We be sure of our direction. A ruby ring. An empty glass jar. Coughed up blood. The person is not breathing. Wishbloom. To whomever may find my cherished Wishbloom, I have tried to keep you away, but clearly my efforts have been in vain. So concludes my explanation of the Wishbloom's effect, and the medium through which it acts upon its subject. If you doubt what I have written here, brace yourself then. Cast your gaze above the entrance. Do not be alarmed by my appearance. I mean you no harm. I have lived a long time, milady, much longer than most, and I can honestly say my best years have been spent living this way. With the Wishbloom by my side, I feel wonderful. The Wishbloom. So that's really it, huh? No wonder she wanted me to do it. Tell me, do you enjoy your life? Expedition contract. The spoils of this expedition shall be split up. Yep. So 45, 30. Ivan Kern's dead. Myrtle Song. 0%. That's Myrtle. 5 of 6 bullets remaining inside the pistol. Okay. Sabotaged. Ansel, stop! Stop! Wait on nearby islands. Stop when I have it. Ansel, stop. Wait on nearby islands. Stop. When I have it, I will activate beacon. Stop. Fly to beacon signal. Stop. Others may emerge from grotto with me. Stop. Bring Tommy. Stop. Ivan. Oh, Ansel, that was his name. The man is not breathing. Really? Dr. Darren's Gracillin. Oh, gas mask. 5 out of the 6 bullets. Interesting. Pressure and envelope. Engine. 1. Left propeller. Up, increase power. Down, reduce power. Inflate, deflate balloon. Up, inflate. Down, deflate. Engine 2. Up. Increase power. Down, reduce power. Pressure and balloon. The Tommy's gun magazine is full. Alright, and then over here, this fellow is the one that had this. Turn left. Ensure left power output. All right. Oh. Ensure right power output. Right engine output. Less than left engine output. I don't know why I'm so hungry. I'm sorry. To turn right. Ensure left power output greater than right power output. To ascend, deflate balloon. To descend, inflate balloon. Weight limit and queefs or whatever. Let me see. 1.5, 300. Wait, what? The map is wrong. This is backwards. Oh wait, no, that's not right. That's if it was twice, too. It's 1.5. That's what it should be. Ivan's weight in kilograms, at least. All right, I need to figure out who. All right, Ansel's weight, Ivan's weight. Ivan's weight was at least 70. Ansel's weight was at least 90. And let me see. How can I get the treasure's weight? Oh, I guess we look at the low capacity here. Well, maybe it's. Do we have any evidence down here of what the treasure might weigh? Let's see. We have no indication what the we have no way to tell what the treasure might weigh. Do we? Like, we're looking at 150. How can we see what the treasure might weigh? Yeah. There's the box there. Altitude. But I don't have any way to identify how much the treasure weighs. Oh. Gas mask. So many gas masks. All right. I don't know. I'm gonna say 50. Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. So I've got one. At least I think I have one number wrong. Oh. I have no idea how you're supposed to get that. Other than the fact that I mathed wrong. Alright. Alright, so let's separate these out so that we have modern. I think that goes there. I think that's right. Well, Walter Keane spans the two, so we'll do that. Okay. In 1797, blank, something the blank. So he was tasked with entering the Goddard together with. Inside the King. Okay. Bill Jimco. Maybe. Huh. What am I missing? Okay, he was caught and sentenced to death, but because I am so confused. Why was he sentenced to death? Okay, let's go back here. He's been was he shot or stabbed or what? I don't know. Oh, stole. All right. Is wrapped in a sorrel grass weed. Was it a sorrel grass weed or was it the other grass? Protrudium vine. This. Followed, lost, deflated. Sneak, no. Masked the smell. But because I sneezed. You know it was these two. Wishbloom. No, that's not it. I doubt that's it. Yep. I mean, we know it's Walter and sneezed, found, new, sealed, restrained. Okay, let's find out. Let's get their names again. Who's here? Okay, maybe Junpo. Okay, so yeah, Junpo is the one that went down there with him. Inside the cave, yep. Did he must have activated the Wishbloom. No, he wrapped it, yeah. No, he activated the Wishbone. Or stole. Yeah, he stole the Wishbloom. Okay, what the heck? Okay. Promise, deflated, shot, sabotage, removes, transformed, restrained, inflated, masked. Like, what did Walter King do with the Wishbloom? Or maybe it was the other way around. Maybe Junpo did something with the Wishbloom. Because we know that if we do this... Removed. I mean, yeah, it's just 2 or fewer wrong. Inside the cave. Like, what? Okay, let's see. Let's go inside the cave. We don't know what actually killed him. We just know he's not breathing. Like, we got something here. Like, there's that. On his person, he doesn't... So there's a blue sheath. So, yeah, he could have killed... But we don't see anything here. We have this knife. But if we go back up here... Hey, he's got... Oh, wait, he's got Keen's knife. That's Keen's knife there. Okay. So since he got King's knife, and he cleaned it, that's, yeah, so he definitely killed him. So what is, I mean, I don't know what this word is. And I don't know what the other... Okay, so which one is wrong? Okay, so that's definitely masked. Okay, that's definitely sneezed. Wrapped. Putridium vine is correct. Yeah, and Walter King definitely did the murder. Okay, so it's these two that are wrong. Okay. I don't know what the X's mean. But it's definitely these two. Because if I do, like, beacon. Like, found is what I would think, but I don't think that's it. It could be sealed. It could be treasure. Or cave. But cave's not an option. Let me see. Alright. Activated. Oh. Oh. Well, shoot. What am I missing here? I don't know. Oh dear. Oops. Sealed. There we go. Okay. In 1797, Walter Keane sealed the treasure. Exceeded, lost, restrained, removed, shot, inflated, promised. What is the word that I'm looking for here? Anyone have any ideas? Like, this is correct. This is correct. And this is correct. It's just these two. Walter King confessed, activated the Wishbone. Okay, so the way to go would just be... Okay. So it's not promised. Confessed, inflated. Confessed the Wishbone. Lost the wish. Lost. Oh. D. Lost lots. It wasn't lots, really? Rigged. Because he rigged the lots. Okay. So in 1797, Walter King rigged the lots so he was tasked to enter the grotto together with Jimpo Jenkins. They hid the treasure in the cave. Inside the cave, Walter King killed Jimpo Jenkins. Walter King then stole the wish bloom. Before exiting, Walter King wrapped the wish bloom in putridium vine because this masked the smell. But because Jacques Triton sneezed, Walter King was caught and sentenced to death. There we go. That's the word. Okay. In 1927. I entered the grotto and in 1927 there were, oh wait a minute, what? While winching it up, let me see. All right, who had the red pen? Did he have the red pen? He had the red marker. So is he the one that did that? Okay. Okay, 1927. Well, we got Myrtle, Eliza, Jasper, and I guess Ansel. Well, who all has gas masks? Gas mask? No gas mask. And gas mask. Okay. So Ansel didn't. Ivan did. And found the treasure. While winching it up, blank found a jar, alligator's envelope, gun. Wait. Did anyone find a envelope? No envelope. Blank. When Blank climbed out, Blank and Blank. Okay. When Jasper climbed out, Ivan and Ansel restrained him. Then Ivan then shot Ansel because he sabotaged? What was it? Ansel, stop. Ansel, wait on nearby island. When I have it, I will activate the beacon. Fly to the beacon signal. Others may emerge from the grotto with me. Stop. Bring Tommy. Because he... I don't know. But... Because... blank... Wrap, transform, the airship plummeted, so Ivan drowned. Sabotage the airship. Ooh, sabotage. Let's take a look at what. Let's see. Inflate up. Down deflate. Left propeller increase. Okay. Envelope. Pressure and envelope. Pressure and balloon. Altitude. But who? I guess. But because I guess the best. Ansel sabotaged the balloon? The airship? Did he sabotage the airship or the balloon? What did he sabotage? That is the question. Well, winching it up. Okay. Oh, Ivan activated a beacon because he exceeded the weight limit. Okay. Entered the grotto, found the treasure. While winching it, Ivan activated the beacon. When Jasper Wiles climbed out, Ivan and Ansel March restrained him. Ivan then shot Ansel because he Ivan exceeded the weight limit. Okay. Sabotage. Okay, let's see. Exceeded. So So that's right. That's wrong. I mean, obviously, I don't think that Ivan sabotaged the balloon. Okay, that's the same thing. Okay, so balloon is correct. So these are the two that are wrong, I think. Ivan... I don't think he rigged the balloon. Inflated the balloon. I mean, I don't have overinflated. See. If I did it this way, I know that that's supposed to be shot. So if I do that. Okay, so that's correct. Alright. So which one of these is wrong? Okay, so that's definitely Ivan. And then if I say... stole and shot. Okay. Obviously not. New. No, we didn't know the balloon. Come on, what is the answer? Does any, like, this is what I need to know. I need to figure out this. This is all correct up here. And it's possible if these are wrong. Right? But I'm fairly sure. Alright, let's change that. Okay. And then if I put exceeded back. And if I put this here, yeah. So it's definitely weight limit. Then, okay, but because Ivan... I still think that it's probably that Ansel... But that's not the case, apparently. Again, if I do that and I replace that with Ivan... So it's something to do with this. Let's see. Because he stole the balloon. Inflated. But because inflated the balloon, the airship plummeted. What? In 1927, Myrtle's song, Eliza Swan, Jasper Wiles and Ivan Kearns entered the grotto and found the treasure. While winching it up, Ivan Kearns activated a beacon. When Jasper Wiles climbed out, Ivan Kearns and Ansel Marsh restrained him. Ivan Kearns then shot Ansel Marsh because he exceeded the weight limit. But because Ivan Kearns inflated the balloon... Oh, right, because by inflating the balloon, he decreased altitude. That makes sense. You deflate, yeah. You have the envelope and the balloon. The envelope is the exterior, the balloon is the interior. Okay. The airship plummeted and Ivan drowned. Okay. Now we have this last one. Meanwhile, in the grotto, let me see. Okay. So Myrtle promised to give Eliza Swan lots if she found the wish bloom. This isn't the right word, but I don't. Yeah. To achieve this, her and and okay. After reading Walter King's letter, Eliza Swan realized that bring the wish blooms. I don't know. Okay, shot. Okay, Myrtle Song. Because we know that Eliza Swan killed Myrtle Song. That Myrtle Song do we have a secret? We don't have a secret, but knew wish blooms all right. Like this, there's so many blanks in this section. It's rough, to say the least. All right, let's see what we got. We've got to achieve this. I assume that's Eliza Swan. Followed her smell. Yeah, I don't think that's right. Like, what would she, to achieve this, Eliza Swan confessed her no, there's nothing here that would make sense for confessed. Yes, miss. So, what else would it be? Oh, that goes there. There we go. And we don't have cut. So we got activated we got wish blooms, something. I don't know what she would be activating. Sealed the wish bloom smell. No. After reading Walter, Eliza realized that Myrtle Song knew the wish bloom's smell. Transformed people. Like, we don't have nose as an option. And we also don't have swung as an option. So what else do we have? I mean, I assume it's transformed. Removed her gas mask. And found the... Okay. Like, we don't have share. There we go. Okay. Now we get to go to 1800. Meanwhile, in the grotto, Myrtle Song promised to give Eliza Swan treasure if she found the wish bloom. To achieve this, Eliza Swan removed her gas mask and found the wish bloom smell. But after reading Walter Kane's letter, Eliza Swan realized that Myrtle Song knew the wish bloom smell transformed people. So Eliza Swan shot Myrtle Song. Now we're in 1800. Do you ever wish you could change the past, my love? Okay, so this must be Ada. No, darling, I already got my wish, and so much more besides. Alright, Jacques Triton and his crew. After... Okay, well that was Irgun Patu tipped off Walter Keane. A Lemurian ship. Pillaged a Lemurian ship. With the treasure in their possession, the ship got No. The Seven Seas got punished by the ships, by the Lemurians. Seven Seas Company Seven Seas Company promised for the that doesn't make sense. While doing so, Walter King, but he was caught and sentenced to death in the grotto. Meanwhile, the Seven Seas Company searched for the Wishbloom. With the treasure in their possession, the crew got promised by the infected by the Wishbloom smell. Except for Eliezer Garner, because he had no nose. Okay. Escaped, infected, promised, returned, shot, stole. Okay. He was caught and since that. But the treasure and the crew got infected. I mean, I don't know. Got caught. I mean, affected seems to be the right word there, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's definitely infected. Oh, search for the treasure. Okay. Alright, and then finally we have Epilogue 2. On the way back to the ship, Ada Baker successfully poisoned everyone except Stephen Garner, who then spared Ada. On the journey back home, the remaining crew members killed one another except for who escaped with the map. After making it back to Port Armando, on the way back to Port Armando, after making it back to Okay. Um. I'm gonna stay transformed, and then fatally wounded his father, who in turn killed him. And this would be Ada Baker and Walter King. There we go. On the way back to the ship, Ada Baker successfully poisoned everyone except Stephen Garner, who then spared Ada Baker. On their journey back home, the remaining crew members killed one another except for Eliezer Garner and Stephen Garner, who escaped with the map. After making it back to Port Armando, Stephen Garner transformed and then fatally wounded Eliezer Garner, who in turn killed Stephen Garner. Meanwhile, back on the island, Walter King and Ada Baker transformed. You have solved the scenario. The wish bloom smell infected the pirates during their journey to the island, although they didn't know it yet. After the poisoning, Stefan spared Ada, so she returned to the grotto to rescue Walter. The couple lived happily together until Ada's eventual death. In 1927, Myrtle convinced the expedition team to wear gas masks into the grotto, telling them the sorrel grass was dangerous. When Eliza learned that the wish bloom smell mutated humans into animal hybrids, she realized the real reason Myrtle had insisted on the mask, and that Myrtle had sacrificed Eliza's humanity to find the wish bloom. There we go. "5 years later." Huh. Interesting. Thank you for playing. Alright. And... oh, this is just the 5 years later. Alright. And with that, we are going to call it a day. So, I do want to say, thank you for watching. Thank you for spending your time with me. Take care of yourselves. I will see you tomorrow, in theory, with Kestrel and Pokey playing Valheim. But until then, take care, everybody, and goodbye.